Do you have any of this motor in the workshop?
Yeah, so we have the motors. So what we do is we take them off as the motors, then we put them on the bench, and we able to reconfigure everything on the bench. So we are sure of what to do. We tune, we test, make sure the motors are running, and then after that, then we are able to transfer that to the car.
Okay, awesome. So now let's go in it. I want to show my viewers how an electric motor looks like.
Drivafy across all shores. Automotive innovation, electric mobility. Davis 3 steps ahead.
So guys, this is the workshop. This is where all the planning for the conversion or the retrofit happens. Joseph, so what is this?
So this is the motor, or basically compared to an engine, to the combustion engine, this is like the engine itself. So for an EV, it only has one moving part, which is the motor. So this from a Nissan, so this one can work with a lot of cars, and it has a lot of power. So the equivalent of this to a combustion engine, the power it has is 30,000 cc. So this is a very lightweight motor,
Okay.
so I can be able to lift this.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. And then what about this one too?
So this here is the inverter.
Yeah.
So this is basically the brain which tells the motor to spin forward, reverse, and then we send commands to it to tell if you're, let's say you're stepping in the accelerator, if you're braking, and then if you are doing something called a regenerative braking, that's really using the motor as a brake, so that you don't really use the mechanical brakes, and you bring that power back to the batteries for more range. So what we do is we have our own proprietary hardware to drive all these drivetrains.
Okay.
Yeah. So and also the for EV, what he uses is a battery.
Yeah.
So here we have a sample of the batteries that we use.
Yeah.
So this one is off a BMW. So we also retrofit these batteries from crashed or damaged or water damaged cars from the US, and then we import them. Then we use these modules to retrofit into cars. If there are two options, it's either to buy a new battery from abroad or use existing drivetrains. But we usually recommend using drivetrains because it's easy. They are modular, and then we have to put another brain called the battery management system, which will tell the end user what the power, the range, and everything. So all this comes, and we interconnect all this system with several computers to read the percentage of the battery. So it will tell you the range, the charging time, how much the temperatures. So a lot of all this is interconnected with computers, so that the end user has a very simple time of basically using an LCD screen or just your phone to visualize all those graphically in the car.
Wow, fantastic. I can see these things over here. What are these?
So these are the batteries. This is the fuel for EV. So these are batteries.
I understand. These are batteries.
Yeah, batteries.
Lithium-ion batteries, I guess.
Yeah.
So do you build the lithium-ion batteries from scratch over here too for the cars and the motorcycles?
Yeah. So the lithium batteries. So these are sample of just one battery. So these it is if you compare this to the normal alkaline batteries,
Yeah.
this has almost 10 times the power. So
10 times
10
the
times the
power.
power in this, and it's very compact, and the durability is almost 10 times as much. So what we do is we make batteries from scratch at Kenyan Industries. So we work with several e-mobility companies to make their batteries, and also to do repair of their batteries. So this how out of this, here we have like about 300 batteries. So these batteries are for an electric motorbike. So these batteries, it's about 4 kilowatt of power. So we're able to get a range of around 100 to 120 kilometers with this setup here.
Wow.
Then we put the battery management system inside, so that we're able to visualize with an app what's your charge, the distance estimated, And then after all that, we do research, we cycle the battery, we make sure the batteries are okay, then we put them in a case and they're ready for e-mobility. So we do make batteries from scratch for people who don't, like the scooter you saw out, so we retrofit them, and we also repair batteries for e-mobility companies.
Yeah, so okay, I actually realized there are a lot of e-mobility companies here in Kenya. At the moment, there are about 35 of them. Do you consult for some of them too?
Yep.
So Joseph, since you are promoting renewable energy in this country, are you using the electricity from the grid?
So this is a workshop at Petrol Industries.
Yeah.
It's 100% using renewable energy. So
Renewable energy?
Yeah.
In the workshop?
In the workshop.
Fantastic. So how is this done?
So we have solar panels at the rooftop, and all that energy comes to this setup here. So here we have a charge controller that's basically stabilizing the solar voltages.
Yeah.
Then we invert that from its direct current to AC. So so we have this setup here, and we also have batteries. Although this system is incomplete, we're still building. So per day we're able to generate 16 kilowatt of power.
Wow. Wow.
So 16 kilowatt Kenya shillings is equivalent to about 800 to 900 Kenya shillings per day.
So now, Joseph, why will you convince somebody to convert his car to electric, or even come to you to convert or retrofit his petrol, gas, or diesel car into electric?
So the number one reason for convince someone to convert is basically the efficiency in EV, and given the rising cost of gasoline. So number one, EV, they have almost zero maintenance. That's in terms of breaking down, in terms of changing oil, braking, leaks, and also the running cost is very cheap. Initially, once the initial investment is a bit high, but EV, we're talking about the batteries, like they last long, in excess of 20 to 25 years if used daily. But if not used daily, they can even go for 30 years. So number two is we can run fully green. So that you can have a solar setup. Like here we have a solar setup, so you're able to charge your battery from the sun, and you're basically almost traveling for free if you invest this. And the return on investment is like 7 years. So after 7 years, we'll be almost traveling for free, and no maintenance fees will be there for the EV.
Okay. You can see what Joseph can do here in Kenya. If you want to convert your classic car or any other car, motorcycles to electric, Joseph is the man to talk to. I'm going to put his number, his email, everything in the description box. Check it out. Give him a call now. He will sort you out. Joseph, congrats for all that you do in the development of e-mobility in Africa.
Thank you.
See you again.
Okay.